Yo, what is up, guys? And I'm gonna be giving you 10 tips and tricks that are gonna get you from beginner to pro. So for our first tip, we're gonna be talking about picking your drop spot. People don't think about this enough, but where you start off is crucial to determining whether you get the dub or die off spawn. My best recommendation is to land in an unnamed POI or landmark. These are a lot of good ones around the map. Doing this will help you have amazing loot off spawn, and you'll get a better chance later in the game as well, because you'll already be starting the game off with amazing loot and materials that will help you head into any fight. Now that brings us to our second tip, the meta for the current season. The meta for the current season is to have the Warforged AR as your first gun in your inventory or your SMG. This is because the fast fire rate mimics that of an SMG, but you still get the benefits of an AR as well. The second weapon we're going to be talking about is your shotgun, of course. Now this is a hard one to do because we have 3 different shotguns in the game right now. The Hammer and the Frenzy, which have stayed for the past 2 seasons, but the new Gatekeeper shotgun has a triangular spread and 3 shots in it, which is also rapid fire. The reload speed is almost half of the Hammer shotgun. I recommend only using the Frenzy or Gatekeeper if you want to jump into people's boxes. But if you're playing more skillfully and want to use edits and play outside their box, the Hammer shotgun is the way to go. The third weapon in your inventory we're going to be talking about is the long range weapon. Now this is up for debate as well, because if you're really accurate you can use the DMR. But the sniper is your best bet because you get more bang for your buck. One shot with a sniper rifle to the head kills your opponent, while as you're using the DMR, you're going to take multiple shots to eliminate someone. If it's up to me personally, I'm taking the sniper. As for the other 2 slots in your inventory, you can carry 1 mobility item such as shockwaves or the wings. Or you can use the Flowberry Fizz, but the main thing you should do is always have 1 healing item in your inventory. Ideally splashes, because those can be used for health and shield. The third trick is learning where to go after you leave your drop, also known as where you rotate to. You want to rotate somewhere with a lot of people, because now that you have 2 to 3 kills and you can farm materials on your way to your main POI, it's easy to run out of ammo or materials at a crucial moment. Always keep an eye on your resources and try to stay stocked up. Our fourth trick we're going to be talking about, it's going to be a mechanic in the game. You might think you can use building for defense, but it can also be used for offense. You can use this to your advantage by peeking around corners without exposing yourself. I'll let Resub explain this tip and link his channel in the description.
Professional Fortnite player Vico does something in this fight that you must learn. After boxing up to ensure he's safe to start fighting this opponent, he realizes that he's not placed a cone or a ramp on this tile. The opponent could easily place one here of his own, blocking the line of sight for Vico, so in the most efficient way possible, Vico swings his pickaxe, presses the cone bind to place the cone in this tile, and then swaps to his shotgun in case the opponent opens an edit. You can also do this with ramps instead of a cone to quickly set up a ramp phase to get into their box.
For our 5th trick, we're going to be talking about how to counter prefires. Now, if you're on 20 ping or higher, this is happening to you. When you're breaking a wall and someone has their gun out and they shoot you, it sucks. The trick to beat this is to act like you're pickaxing the wall, and when the wall is about to break, fake the swing right before it's about to break and build the wall and edit on them in quick dead. For our 6th trick, we're going to be talking about how to maximize the amount of kills you can get by using the storm to your advantage. The storm can be used to your advantage if you're strategic about it. First, find the area where the biggest part of the map has to come from. Then, you're going to wait for people to run in from the storm. They'll obviously be hurt and running low on health and waiting to heal. So that's when you take your opportunity, take your opponent by surprise, and W key them and get a quick one. For tip number 7, this is the cheat code to the late game. The bunkers and mod benches. These are filled with loot that is extremely good. If you have the medallion of a character, it will open as soon as you walk up. This is an extremely good way to make the weapons you already have better, or find new loot and heals that can help you in the end game. However, if you don't have a medallion, these bunkers only open after the 2nd zone closes. For tip number 8, we have more god tier late game loot on Rift Island. I like to rift up and see if anyone's up there, and if not, I just rift around and drop in someone's head after I secure the location. For tip number 9, consistency. Staying consistent is the only way that you are truly going to learn. Fortnite's just like anything in life. If you want to get better at it, you gotta play more and grind it out to learn the ins and outs out of it and really perfect your craft. For our last and final trick, we're gonna be talking about learning from mistakes. Learning from your mistakes is important as well. When you die, try to clip it or turn on your replays and see what you missed. All the best players in Fortnite watch their footage, and in real life too. In basketball, Kobe Bryant spent 4.5 hours watching film before every game he played. And that's why he was so good and had 5 championships, and he's top 3. You can argue that in the comments, and there you have it. 10 tips and tricks you didn't know about Fortnite. If you liked it, subscribe, comment what your rank is below. Let me know if it works for you, if it doesn't work for you, and let me know what tips you want to know about Fortnite next. Have a great time, everybody.